What up? This is Rap HITZ, and so Ja Rule, look, he got hands and feet put on him. Well, I don't know about feet, but he got hands put on him at the Monica and Brandy concert. So he was backstage, and he was about to go on, and then, people called him lacking. They snuck him and really got him touched. So Ja Rule at first was trying to act like ain't nothing happened in his first appearance. He came out and was basically trying to dismiss the whole thing. But people saw that he had lumps on his forehead. You know what I'm saying? He had at least one noticeable lump on his forehead, and no one was buying it. So now, you know what I'm saying, people had to come out and call him out on that. And like, yeah, it looks like you got touched up back there. And then people were speculating who did it. They were saying, well, it could have been Max B, because Max B was out there at the time. He was on stage at the time that Ja Rule got beat up. And, you know what I'm saying, people were speculating it was Max B because Max B came out and made a statement.
Tell Boo Boo I said what up. Tell the big homie Boo Boo I said what up.
Oh, so let's work, man. He just dropped a new joint, so let's work. He's back in the studio. Let's work.
I say no more. I'm ready. Let's get it. I'm ready.
He was saying stuff like, we back outside, you know what I'm saying? I'm back outside type stuff. And, you know what I'm saying? What's up, Boo Boo? And Boo Boo is, I guess, that's 50 Cent's name. So, you know what I'm saying? He was shouting out 50 Cent. And it seemed, with the timing of everything, it just seemed like Max B might have been involved in that situation. And look, I'm not going to rule it out, but Ja Rule is coming out. And he's trying to say that, nah, it wasn't Max B. He didn't necessarily say it wasn't Max B, but Ja is saying that, don't put Max B in this because Max B just got out of jail. So he's doing the honorable thing and trying to exclude Max B from this whole situation.
Leave Max B the fuck out of this, man. That man just came home, man. Why y'all try? I thought y'all was fans of Max B. Y'all trying to get this locked up. Every 5 minutes, so Max B did this, Max B did that. You know that the people be watching these little platforms. You know they be paying attention. So stop putting that on Max B jacket. That's the first thing we want to do. Don't do that to Max. Big shout to the Wave. Tasha K. Fire your whole fucking research team. Just get rid of these niggas. They're terrible. They're fucking the worst research. Matter of fact, keep them bum. They don't get hired by no other body else because they are fucking terrible. Yes, it was an incident that went down. Never denied that. Did try it, but as y'all see, to no avail. The boy prettier than Ali in the 70s. But so I'm in the joint for about, I don't know, but maybe about 45 minutes, an hour time, right? Oh, he was in there about that time, right? The whole night chilling. If niggas had a problem with me, niggas could have fucking stepped to me. I'm there the whole night chilling. Anyway, neither here nor there. It's me by myself. But no, let me rephrase that. I got my party with me. My nigga AG, my Ace Boom. So now let me just let me put it all in the frame for you. I'm 49 years old. These trying to get my last good fight out of me. Now that's my wife and them saying, the old girl, they get the last good fight. But anyway, these trying to get my last good fight out of me at 49 years old. Artie is older than me. I ain't gonna blow you up, Artie. I ain't gonna blow you up. My nigga older than me, man. And we in there scuffling with this, man, in our mother 40s and 50s. What the f*** y'all do? Anyway, so I'm laughing. I got up this morning, man. I'm like, yo, really tried to get at me at the Boy Is Mine concert. You can't make this up. Anyway, so I'm walking. I get my microphone. Now let me finish framing it for y'all. Max B and his whole crew is right there by the stage. Max B is on the stage at this time. They called me because I'm going on right after Max B. Brandy and Monica do an in and out kind of set. So Monica's still on the set at this time. Brandy's about to take the stage for her part of the set. I'm going to come out on that like that. So it was going like that. Anyway, They bring my mic to me. Artie is going to get me a bottle of water at the time, to wet my whistle before I go on stage. He's going to get the bottle. I get the mic. I start walking to the stage. Niggas sneak me. Snucker punched me from behind. 3 niggas tried to mother sneak me. Three punk ass. And I'm just saying, it happens. It can happen to anybody. Shit happens to players too. Shit happens to real too. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, don't get no points for that. No real points for that. We tried it, but whatever. We here. It's whatever. So anyway, at that point, we scuffling. I see Artie diving across the motherfucker. He's grabbing the nigga. He's tussling with a nigga. I'm tussling with a nigga. As I'm moving, back, I stumble over some shit. Fat Joe is there. Rich is there. It's just a melee. These niggas is grabbing me back, holding me back, and making sure, shit's all right, trying to get between everybody that's going on. Security's coming. It's a melee. So anyway, just kind of disperses and people disperse, and we make our move or whatever. So now I'm over there beefing. I'm hot, of course, because this just went down. So I'm screaming and yelling, calling niggas. You know how it go. So we eventually get to moving out of the building and get to the downstairs area, like the players area where they park and shit, and then we leave out the building. Done deal. Nothing more to say.
So with Ja Rule trying to get Max out of this, that's honorable, because if Max B was involved in any type of way, not saying that he was directly involved, but people are speculating off of them comments with him, like, kind of laughing about it. It's not, he didn't directly address that it was about Ja Rule when Max B was talking, but it sounded like, there's a chance Max was involved. I'm going to just put it like that. I think Ja Rule's just trying to keep him out of trouble. And, Ja's saying, don't put Max in this. He just got out of jail. He's trying to say that, the feds watching all this social media stuff. Do not put Max B in this. He's doing the honorable thing. And, he knows that if he did implement Max B, people would really be on him after that. So Ja did the smart thing to make sure people knew Max wasn't in it. 50 Cent, his name, with Max shouting out 50, that's when people putting 2 and 2 together, like, okay, so was this 50's people or was it Max's people? And who knows, it might have been neither, But the way 50 was responding on social media, he always gets his laughs in at stuff. He always likes to chime in and, get his 2 words in or whatever. But 50 Cent was kind of making fun of it on social media and everything. But, so when it comes down to it, it's not real clear who did that. Now, it could have been 50, could have been Max, or it could have just been some random stuff Ja got going on. I wouldn't rule out neither. I wouldn't rule out none of that. All the above is open for speculation for me. I personally almost suspect Max B did have something to do with almost, or his people. It wasn't necessarily Max B, but the way I'm looking at it is, well, here's the thing. Ja is saying Tasha K got everything wrong. He's blaming Tasha K for a lot of this stuff. And, that she was being messy about everything. But the way I'm looking at it, without, just my opinion here, I'm saying it looks like, well, it happened when Max B was on stage and Ja Rule was about to go on. The way I'm looking at it is Max B surrounding himself around the wrong people again. You see, that's going to get him jammed back up. That's going to get Max B jammed back up. If he's right back out here hanging with the same crew, and this is the same crew that went at Jim Jones and them. There was a big brawl with Max B and Bird Gang. And so this was, before he went in jail. This was back in 2008 or something, probably 2007, who knows, somewhere around there. But Max B was at a club or something. Some people said it was a Red Lobster, but it looked like a nightclub or whatever. But it was the DJ in there and everything that was in there partying, and then Max B had a VIP area where he was standing up on the up the stairs looking down at everybody, and then Jim Jones' crew, I guess Bird Gang or whatever, was on the lower level, and a big brawl broke out, you know what I'm saying? And they was throwing chairs. There was chairs thrown from the upper part where Max B was. It's like his crew is crazy. His crew is wilding out. So if Max B is hanging with the same crew, that might cause some trouble for Max, because Max got to stay out the way. You know what I'm saying? He just got out, and I'm sure he's on parole or something like that. So most time they don't just let you out of prison and you just outright free. Usually you got to do like at least a year or maybe 2, you know what I'm saying, on parole, where you got to check in and stuff and stay out of trouble, and you know what I'm saying, communicate with their people to let them know that you doing good and you on the right path, you know what I'm saying? So if Max is getting himself caught up and stuff like this, not saying that he had anything to do with it, but if he did, I mean, I'm just saying it looks suspicious. And not that you can control your people, but you can control who you around. You see, with Dirt, it was the same thing with Little Dirt, where I feel like he got jammed up in all this because of the people he was around. I don't necessarily see it as Dirt calling the shots. You see people like Trap Lord Ross and you know what I'm saying, a few others. I heard them talking like Dirk is cooked, and oh yeah, 6ix9ine really hate Dirk. You know that though. Trap Lord Ross, and I heard he was on an interview with someone else, and you know, it's like he just believes everything the police and the authorities are saying. The feds, you know what I'm saying? He just believes everything. And I'm looking at this impartial, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at this whole situation like it's a chance that Dirk was just around the wrong people, and they was the ones doing that, wilding out, and Dirk ain't necessarily had nothing to do with it. He might not have been calling no shots or nothing. It was just his crew was the ones wilding out, you know what I'm saying? So with Max B, I look at it kind of like the same way, where you know, he probably didn't have nothing to do with the Ja Rule thing, or he probably didn't order that to happen or nothing, but whatever it was, it could have been something to where his crew had something to do with it. Because who's backstage? It had to be somebody, I would think, affiliated with the concert. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't hear 50 Cent was on the bill, so where would 50 really have nothing to do with this? I don't really see. I mean, 50 and Ja been going at it for so long, you ain't really seen too much going on with them as far as real physical altercations. So now that Max B all of a sudden home, now all of a sudden I don't even know if they got smoked, like Max B and Ja. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if they got smoked, but what would their beef even be about? Or is it the people that Max is hanging with? You know what I'm saying? But whatever it is, it's suspicious that it was happening backstage, that whatever happened right before he was about to go on, because they gave Ja Rule the mic and everything. Like, he was really about to go up there after Max B, and you know, his slot was coming up pretty quick. So how you get stomped out backstage, you know what I'm saying, when backstage is like a VIP area, you know what I'm saying? So whoever stomped him out, it would have had to been somebody affiliated, I would suspect, with Max B crew, because I don't really know what other rapper crew was out there, but I know it wasn't Brandy's crew. I know it wasn't Monica's crew. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just what I would guess. I'd have a strong guess that whoever stomped him out had nothing to do with Monica or Brandy. Is my suspicion. You know what I'm saying? I would suspect if Max B was the only other rapper out there, then I would say it would have been his entourage, the ones who would have access to even do that. Because Ja had the mic, he was about to, you know, he was getting ready to go out there. He said he was drinking some water, getting his, you know what I'm saying, wetting his whistle, getting ready to go out there. You know what I'm saying? And then he gets stomped out. So who would have access to the VIP area? You know what I'm saying? So Ja's trying to clear Max B's name and everything, but I'm not buying it quite yet. I think that, okay, it wasn't Max directly. Okay, I'll give him that, probably. I don't think Max ordered the hit, but it probably was something to do with his crew. That's just my guess, all right? I'm entitled to my opinion, so that's my guess, all right? So I'm not trying to implement nobody or nothing, but I just want to, I'm just speculating here. So yeah, let me know what you think happened though that day. What do you think happened? I'm about to get up out of here. Let's get over 100 likes on this video. Let's follow Rap HITZ on social media. Make sure you subscribe and all that. I'm out.